We are live. There's some PS5 noise. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. It is time for more hardcore mode on Division 2. Wanted to stream more since last week, but it's kind of hard to clear my schedule. This is not the right tune. I was on earlier because there's a new apparel event and the new league started, and so I was doing that a little bit. But today is hardcore mode. Yeah. So we're going to start out. Actually, let's just skip through this so it stops giving us a prompt for it. It doesn't. We don't get the opportunity to do that. I swear I've seen all the collectibles game. You can leave me alone about them. All right. So we're doing some more hardcore mode. We're picking up where we left off. We are almost to level 7. And I kind of halfway subconsciously did that for a reason. And it's because, remember, if you recall, we had our loot route that we did at the beginning of the game. You can actually get those chests once a day. That's actually part of the challenge if I were to do this hardcore mode or do a brand new tune all in one day. It's because you can only get those chests once. You know, unless you, of course, you cross the midnight boundary and then you can get them over again. So what I want to do, I want to go run and go take the vault control point, which will hopefully kick me up to level 7. And then I'm going to grab all that loot again, since I will be fresh level 7. And then I will have a little bit of leg up while I warm up. So let's hit it. Jogging through the White House. There we go. So I actually wanted to start streaming earlier today, but then I started my dishwasher and I had to wait even more time. But I had a bunch of work to do today. I did some video work today. I'm almost done with a series of videos on my YouTube channel where I am reacting to the Arizona voter guide. Reading the arguments for and against all the propositions for the 2022 midterm election. It's been very fun. I've done 5 parts, 5 kind of episodes so far. And I swore a lot in the last one. In the 5th one, I just swore up a storm. No, turret, why? Why'd you do that? I totally picked up the turret before it started shooting at them. Now I gotta go kill these guys. No mercy. They're only level 4 though. They're not a huge deal. I'm not hugely afraid of them. I ain't a fear to you. Yeah. One thing from last time I noticed going through some of my footage, I really was doing the catchphrase of get 'em droney, show 'em who's boss. So I think I'm going to unlock Seeker Mines when I get back to the base, and we'll use some Seeker Mines once we get to level 7. For now, I don't want to go back. I should have thought of it earlier, but I don't want to go back. We're just stuck. We're stuck like this. Turret droning through the control point, then we'll see what happens. Now, for this control point, there's a couple of ways you can do it. This is kind of a cool control point in that it has a minigun up top. It's got multiple kind of levels of defense. It's got kind of 3 floors that you can presumably shoot off. There's a window in this 2nd floor, so it's kind of shit. But yeah, at least gives you the illusion of that. So let's get this going. and keep an eye out behind me so I don't get ambushed. But these guys should be pretty easy considering they're level 4 and I am 6, almost 7. I'm using some strong guns. They really should almost always just go for the minigun, so it's pretty easy to camp out and watch the top. No big deal. There's the attack wave boss. Lots of mobs outside too. Where are these guys coming from? Come on. Don't have enough to worry about. Give me a break. Yep. I knew she was coming. I saw her. I was watching. My NPC buddies here yet? There they are. Hello, NPC buddies. Alright, cool. That was the attack wave. There's an unrelated mob just running through the control point. Like you do. Hoping today I get an M60. Classic M60 would be ideal. As soon as I get a classic M60, you're just going to hear that thing a whole bunch, though. So, kind of a mixed bag. It's hard to pass up anything with a 100-round magazine, though, in the early game. Especially if it shoots somewhat straight. Whoa, hello. Noob tubing at me. Noob tubing. Boom. Well, how do you like that? All right. That knocked us over 7. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Wow. All right. Cool. Cool. Grab some knee pads. And we're not actually lacking in gear or weapons or anything right now. We're doing fine as far as I remember from last week. We didn't really have any issues. But, you know, getting new stuff is never bad. So let's see what we got out of here. And I'm doing inventory management. I know I'm in the field. I'll be okay because I'm inside a control point. But I did say last time, don't do inventory management in the field. It is dangerous. You do need to be careful. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about those. Wow, nothing good. But I did get a cache. Let's see what's in there. Nothing good. A second pair of Badger Tough gloves that I don't want. All right. All right, let's go get some loot. Let's probably get some bullets first. You get too used to having the perk that every time you go into a safe zone, it automatically fills up your ammo and grenades and armor kits. And yeah, eventually you forget that you don't have that until you unlock it. And then you find yourself with 120 bullets total. That's not good. We'll pick that up. We'll evaluate. I don't want to spend too much time evaluating loot as I'm opening chests. Let's just grab stuff. We can worry about it later unless it's really, really good. For now, we're just going to grab some stuff. And then we definitely need to go get that light extended magazine. That is going to be our first goal. If we have that side mission available, we are going to go grab it and do it immediately. It is hugely important we get that magazine so that I'm not stuck with 31 bullets. Because I've about had enough of this 31 bullets nonsense. 31 bullets in the magazine. It's just standard stuff. But I'm not precise enough, you know? Another chest piece. It's Chest Piece Tuesday around here. All right. Now, once again, I'm going to cut through the corner of this neighborhood. And once again, do be careful you don't get the attention of any mobs here, because they will straight up murk you. Is that a thing people say? Murk you? Mercury? No. Got more enemies. They're everywhere. Oh, trash ninjas. These guys are nothing. Who is this? Somebody's fighting somebody. Oh, we got outcasts. What are they doing over here? There shouldn't be outcasts in this neighborhood. I shouldn't even see them yet. Wild. Oh, God. That was the sound of a suicide bomber running to give me the hug of death. I do not want the hug of death. Hug of death is bad. Those are the guys that strap C4 to their chests and just come running right at you. That's what I call the hug of death. Because they just want a hug. Not that kind of hug. Alright. Oh, Fenris chest piece. Alright. That I will switch to. Alright. What else you got? M870? No thanks. Shotguns in hardcore mode. Not the most iconic duo. But then again, it could just be because of the way I play. I'm extremely reckless when I play with shotguns, when I play aggressively, like up close, shield build type stuff. I am extremely reckless. Why are these guys right here? Didn't even have a chance. They didn't have a chance. All right. We still got a couple chests to go. And we can see where we are and go for the side mission. Oh. Ask for an M60, get a Stoner Lamg. Mistake. Big mistake, game. That was a big mistake. All right. Wait, we got something else. More knee pads. All right. So Stoner Lamg is a 200 round light machine gun. And it actually wasn't in the original game, in the original build, the first build of the game. They added it, I think, around Title Update 7. And it is just a monster. 200 rounds, it's a monster. When you get to max level and you start getting the specializations, the gunner specialization provides, or at least in this version of the game, it provides a 50 round magazine increase for machine guns. So you can have a 250 round Stoner Lamg. And it is crazy. It's not a bad gun either. It's got a decent rate of fire. It's got decent stability. So, yeah, the game made a big mistake giving that to me. Let's go reevaluate our loot. Got some tea here. Just green tea. I have some coffee. I have a cold brew just in case I feel it's necessary. My goal is to be as awake as I need to be to not die, but I can also be as awake as I need to be to watch myself die. So let's just try not to die. Let's try to stay awake, and let's try not to die. Those two things, we should be okay. So let's get our Cluster Seeker. Also an undeniably S-tier skill. It is hugely powerful, especially if you have a large amount of skill tiers, which now I am back to 1. And could potentially even go back to 0. Because that backpack is better. But that's okay. It's totally fine. I'm going to switch back to the drone. So we're going to go drone and seekers. And if I get more skill tiers, then that'll just make my seeker mines better. They'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everything is fine. I got a Stoner Lamg. So it's not much I'm worried about. So the side mission is done in here. But I do believe I need to go pick it up here. I might be missing a prerequisite or something. Let's go find out. I want that light extended magazine. Oh, more progress. New roof. I thought it showed me the new roof before. That's okay. That's fine. We got projects. I bet that one's still broken. It's probably still not going to let me do it. All right. Donate a backpack. I don't need to donate my level 40 backpack. I think I'll hang on to that. Steel. Oh, 3 pairs of knee pads. I definitely have those. All right, and then purple hyenas. Cool, we're just moving right along on our projects. We'll be level 8 in no time. All right, we don't need to go up there. We need to find, who is it? Grace Larson, isn't it? The clan lady? There she is, Grace Larson. Oh, I didn't even update my stream info. I have to add that to my pre-stream checklist. Hold, please. All right, hopefully the stream info is updated because I'm not playing Senran Kagura today. That's a weekend thing. All right. So, we do not have the side mission that we want, which that's not great. I do have, I have Shade Tech to get perks, and I should just unlock more perks. And then we can probably do stuff for those projects and see if that side mission opens up, because I really want that. It's important. It's not as important now that I got a machine gun, but it's important. All right. Coop Dennison. Talk to me, Coop. All right, so let's get our scopes. Got our ACOG. Don't need either of those muzzles. Don't really need a Precision 7.62 magazine. We do need short grip And the laser. Thank you very much. And we still have 4. So let's do increase in inventory space, I guess. Everybody likes inventory space. And oh yeah, the restock. That's what I was missing out on earlier. Cool. We got 1 more to spend. Crafting materials. Don't really care about that. Loadouts. Don't really care about that. Oh, whatever. We'll increase our carrying capacity for resources. All right, cool. That's pretty much all the perks, aside from like maxing out inventory and a couple of other small ones. It's really probably all the perks I'm going to care about, at least for a while. Okay, so I need disrupt propaganda and neutralize veteran hyenas. Okay. Can do. Where do we know that there's a propaganda broadcast? Nowhere that I can see. This neighborhood's too safe. All right, it's probably that. Let's check it out. By the way, if you've never played this game, the Division drinking game is to take a drink every time you have to fast travel. That's the way we play. I was talking about it last time, though. Hardcore mode's a pretty solo thing. So when I say we play, I mean me, the royal we. King Todd. Is that territory? No, it's rescue operation. That's fine. We can do one of these. I don't think we have a project for this yet, but we can do it anyway. Wow. They shoot back. The enemies shoot back. Who knew? I guess I'll be okay. Okay. Still need some propaganda to disrupt. Whoa, hello. They just jumped down. Legs be damned. All right. Need some propaganda that is currently being broadcasted. Where might I find some propaganda? Maybe it's just not happening right now. Well, we're gonna go check this one out. There's an RC car person over there somewhere. I should have put on my new weapon mods, but I guess I was being a little lazy. That's okay. Damn, check out that cooldown. 40 some odd seconds. Wild. Supply drop. I don't want to do that. Y'all can have the supplies. I will not even contest them. I am just going to go to the safe house and mess around with my guns. Do a little rain dance for a propaganda broadcast. It's like a propaganda dance. Propaganda dance. Because why not? Alright, so we got an ACOG. That's where we're going with that. We got short grip. Already got that. Already got that. For this thing, same deal. ACOG. Reload speed, which is always good. Even though the reload speed for the stoner is like 3 seconds anyway. Alright, cool. We got a skill tier back. We'll take that. Excellent. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with this. It wants me to do propaganda broadcasts, but I don't know if I'm even going to find any, because I really don't think this is one, and that's a really long way to run to find out. I don't know if this is one, but again, same thing. That's a hell of a trek. Just on the off chance it might be the kind of activity I need. Now, what I can do is the library side mission, and that will open up another control point, and that is important. So why don't we do that? What the hell? We will do the MLK library side mission to open up the MLK library control point. But I still really want my magazine mod. One second.
I'll be praying for your safety.
It's nice of her. Praying for my safety. Now, once again, I'm not getting into the audio cues. None of the voice lines are playing. I don't know why it's doing that. That's completely unintentional. I don't think it's the way that I have stuff set up for stream. I think the game is just being weird. Which, you know, whatever. You don't want to play voice lines? That's fine. I've heard them all before anyway. I do actually need to be a little careful with the Seeker Mines, because they can blow me up. And that would be extra bad considering it's permadeath. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk here using Seeker Mines at all. Just so you know. Nice. All right. I can still remember the first few times I did this side mission. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I didn't know where to go. Just unclear on what the whole thing was. So what I'm trying to do here is rescue some hostages that were captured and taken here. And they are, for the most part, already dead, unfortunately, when I arrive. But there are still some alive on the roof. So that's where I'm headed next after my drone kills all these guys. You thought I was kidding. Get him. There's another veteran. Give me that project. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Head up to the roof. Find the next bunch of hostages. At least these rooms typically take long enough that I can use my seeker mines at least once. Whoa. Oh, that's my tattoo. I was like, do I have a Terminator arm? What's going on there? Big old tattoo. That was awesome. At this level, and at this, you know, with no skill tiers or whatever, it's not the strongest skill. Seeker Mines aren't. But the cluster gets so strong over time. When you have skill tiers and you throw it properly, get mods in it, it's a beast. It is an absolute beast. Who's next? And a heavy gunner. My nemesis. What am I doing? I got a machine gun. I don't have to put up with that shit. More gloves. Alright, these are the hostages who aren't dead. And then we just have to kill everybody on the way out of the library. And we're done with this mission. And I do not need to be on the ground floor for this. It's actually kind of better if you can perch and hit them from above. Since they drop in from above anyway, if you do decide to fight this room on the ground, you will be at a disadvantage. And you'll notice it pretty quick too. I have died in this room. Oh, there's the boss. The boss is coming right at me. Oh, he put on special ammo. That's okay. Nah. He was trying to come up the stairs to get me, but my seeker mines found him first. Or maybe he was trying to escape into here? Oh, he was trying to escape into here. Well, either way, he failed. And I now have a control point that I actually have to take. Because doing that doesn't count as taking the control point. Now the control point will show up and it'll just be red. Once I refresh the map, which involves just fast traveling somewhere. Which is fine. We can worry about that. I'm a little confused as to why I don't have the side mission available yet for my light extended magazine. I guess I probably should have looked up the requirements for that before I started today. But also, it's not a big deal. I think what I'll do is just go unlock the next neighborhood. because there is a safe house. Actually, safe house is down here, I think. No, it's this one. That's the one I'm thinking of. I could run all the way there. Although, that looks pretty attractive. Let's go check. Let's go see what that is. If that's a propaganda, I want to do it. You know, knock that out. But from there, I can also run south to that other safe house. Because it could just be that I haven't unlocked that neighborhood yet for whatever reason. Progress-wise, it doesn't want to give me the next set of side missions. We'll see. It's not far away. 0.3 kilometers. Let's go. Let's go. Fingers crossed for propaganda broadcast. All right. Yeah, Seeker Mines don't fuck around. But they also have that hefty cooldown. Let's see if I can grenade both of these guys. Ah! Now, the one problem with the Stoner, the bullets are tiny. So it does actually take more shots than it would with a different gun to get a kill. Oh, the activity disappeared. Well, that's not cool. All right, we'll just run to the safe house. That's fine. Gonna discover this neighborhood. Gonna run through some of this stuff. I remember this little part. This is where some hunters spawn, which I will not be dealing with because, yeah. Way too deadly for hardcore mode, in my opinion. At least for me, you know, if you can kill hunters in hardcore mode, good on you. You know, kudos to you. That is a side mission that is for another control point that I don't need to worry about right now, so I'm not gonna. Thanks for the materials. All right. Now to get into this safe house, there's the circle. Just heading underground here. It's unintentional, but this game is kind of creepily quiet. You know? It's not supposed to be this way, but it kind of goes with hardcore mode, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. It's just, it's eerie sometimes how quiet it is. All right, so we got the project. Got the phone. Yeah, the audio logs just don't play. I don't hear a thing. Buggy. All right. Yeah, it's really strange. It should just be showing up right in here. So, here's what we'll do. We're just going to go do the next mission. We'll do the level 7 mission. Chances are it'll show up after that. Maybe I was wrong about it showing up at level 6. Or maybe it used to show up at level 6 and they changed it. Who knows? But in the probability of who's wrong, it's usually me. So I'll take that. I'll accept that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Nothing wrong with being wrong. Happens all the time. What do you need? No, they need more components. Yeah, I don't have any of those. Can't help you. Alright. I'm not going to worry about most of these overworld mobs. Unless they see me and I can't escape them, I'm probably just going to ignore them. Even if they shoot at me, I don't really care that much. I'm heading for the American History Museum, which is actually a pretty fun mission. Fighting against the True Sons. There are some easy rooms. There are some really fun rooms in it because it's a museum. All the museum missions have fun rooms. Not all the rooms are fun, but they have fun rooms. So we've got 3 guys here. Let's try to take them out with a single grenade. And... nope. Close. Close, but he was pacing, so that's not my fault. You can't blame me for that. All right. So again, you know what? I'm not going to bother with matchmaking. We've had such shit luck so far with it. I'm just not even going to worry about it. Hell with it. Solo all the way, boys. Where you at? Where you at? Drone will find him. Get him, Droney. Show him where we keep the bullets. Ah, didn't get the melee hit. That's okay. Oop, thought that was a way in. Not a way in. This is the way in. Awesome. Alright, gotta run in here to get the button. Peace through strength. This room is just so patriotic. Alright. Keep moving, keep moving. So, the purpose of this particular mission, since we're not getting any of the audio cues, the True Sons, which is another faction that has taken over parts of Washington, D.C., have taken a bunch of hyenas, which is the first faction. They've taken a bunch of them captive, and they're holding them here in the cells downstairs. Now, my division buddies are hacking in and releasing those prisoners to cause confusion. But that only matters once we actually get to the basement levels. Right now, we're just got to kill a bunch of waves of True Sons, fight our way through to where the hyenas are, kill them as well, and then make it out the other side of the museum, take out the boss, and find any intel or whatever along the way. We're slowly piecing together who's in charge of what neighborhood, kind of what resources they have, how dangerous they are, and then we are killing them. That's kind of the point of the beginning of the story. We are taking back control of Washington, D.C., one faction at a time. Now, the Hyenas and the True Sons are not, well, they're no pushovers, but they're not that big of a deal. The other factions, the Outcasts and the Black Tusk, pretty damn difficult in some contexts. Some of their units, especially, can get really, really annoying. And there's a medic. Hello, medic. Don't you run away from me. You get back here. You take your medicine. All right. Oh boy. Once again, playing a little cautious. Normally with this mission, you can play very aggressively since most of the rooms are close quarters. There's not a lot of long shots. So this is an extremely fun mission to play a shield and shotgun and just go nuts. Oh, shit. All right, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'm going to bleed to death. Oh, God. Okay. Wow. Wow, guys. That's exciting. I don't need that level of excitement. Fucking hell. I guess I ought to get serious and quit screwing around, huh? Holy shit. I have to go take a break and change my pants or something. Jeez. All right. We're fine. Everything's fine. I should probably get bullets. Definitely always need bullets. All right. I got to keep an eye out for the basement key as well because I like loot and I need more of it. Cool. Who else is left? There we go. Probably going for the minigun. Oh, of course he is. Called it. All right. We're going to get guys coming out of the side door. And guys coming out of the front. And guys coming out of the tunnel. Do not want to mess around with shotgunners. They will absolutely kill you. That is what they do best. Oh no. Okay, we got a grenade heavy. These guys are among the worst units in the game as far as ability to kill you very, very quickly. Ah! Wow, okay. Not a fan. In hardcore mode, I'm very much not a fan of these guys. They are very risky. One of those grenades lands near me, and I have no more armor. You watch. These guys are extremely powerful. You have got to blow their backpack if you can and take them out that way. Once you blow their backpack, they can't shoot grenades at you anymore. They whip out a shotgun and start using that, which is not that much better. But those grenades can sail a really long way, and you are not safe. So Whew. We dealt with that pretty quickly, so I feel pretty good about that. We're fine. Alright, so we're almost to the basement, so I must have missed the key because I didn't see it and I didn't hear it. So we didn't get a basement key, that's fine. That is fine. We already have one of those chess pieces. I'm not going to worry about replacing it with one I just barely picked up. And if you hit it perfectly, you can actually jump down this elevator shaft. I'm going to try again just because. Little known trick here. Like that. Bam. You will almost die. But you don't actually have to hit that rope. Kind of cool. There's a couple parts of the game where you can do that. This and also in the bunker, the Federal Emergency Bunker, there's a part where you can, instead of taking a ladder, you can hit the entrance just on the corner and it'll jump down instead of taking the ladder down. Not a huge deal, but it's kind of cool. Subtle, kind of small, you know, game manipulation kind of stuff. All right, so we're about halfway done. We got, let's see, 3 big rooms left. 1 small room, 3 big rooms left. So we're about to fight hyenas and then hyenas and true sons in the same room. So this is going to get a little interesting. After that last room, I think I can face anything else this mission has to throw at me. I did not expect to fight a grenader in there. That was wild. Okay. And if you're wondering why I don't aim for the head on those melee, what they're called rushers, on those hyena rushers, she's wearing a helmet. That's why. I usually aim for her hip to stun her with her gas grenade thing. And then shoot her somewhere other than in the head. Cool. So far, so good. Oh boy. Yeah, not doing that. Awesome. All right. Yeah, this room was piss. This room is usually much harder. That's the trouble with story mode, is you get so used to playing this game on like real difficulty, you know, to push yourself to get good loot and whatnot. You hardly ever play it on story mode anymore. Then you jump into hardcore and it can vary from room to room, depending on the enemy types, depending on the archetypes and the faction or factions you're fighting. The difficulty can really change. Even though it's just story mode, the difficulty can really change. Just, again, because you just have to play without mistakes, without hubris. You really have to be careful. This guy thinks he's tough. There. What do you think about that? How tough are you now, huh? All right. That's not gonna help. I'd throw my Seeker Mines, but the boss fight is coming up right now, so I didn't want to have a 45-second cooldown going into the corridor here. It'd probably still be at least 30 seconds once I got to the actual boss fight. So, oh great! I just heard the basement key. That lot of good it does now. It must have been way close to the beginning, because we're almost back to the beginning here. All right. Now, I play this room very safe. I'm going to play it from way over here. Awesome. Here comes the boss. There she is. Whoa. Oh yeah, she shoots poison grenades. And she's a sniper. I feel a little overgunned here. Sorry, outgunned. Overmatched, outgunned, etc. Uh-oh. That's okay, I brought explosives of my own. What do you think of that, Captain Briggs? Thank you, drone, for backing me up there. Nice. Carbine 7. Woo. Alright, we can probably switch off this G36. And made it to level 8. There we go. Awesome. Another skill. Oh, I got a CTAR. CTARs are pretty cool, but the rate of fire is a little high, but they're still cool. All right. Get this drone out of here. Wow. We're almost to level 9 even. That was a lot of XP. Still no... Oh, we got to pick it up. All right, we just unlocked a bunch more side missions. One of them will be the one we want. So that was the key. We were missing American History Museum. Once we cleared that, we can go get our magazine. Note to self for next time, when and if this character dies and I have to do this all over again. All right.
Vitamin water focus and nourish every checklist obsessed with you. Huh, wait, what? Multitasking?
Excuse me.
Vitamin water. Nourish every...
All right. No projects to turn in. Anything good at the vendor? No. Okay, so we got a level 4 G36. Let's switch that out. You can see the damage isn't much higher because your stats really don't go up that much in the early game. I wonder, should we use the CTAR? They're both green. Nah, we'll go with the carbine. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Then again, maybe we'll get... Oh, we got a FAMAS, so we'll go with that. A lot of people maintain that the FAMAS is the best assault rifle in the game. And they may not be wrong. To each their own, though. I'm not a huge fan of it. But I will definitely use one in hardcore mode. I will not say no to a FAMAS. It is a good gun. Let's see. No, we don't want that. Don't need those gloves. So we're 29 of 50. I can probably sell this crap because we don't need to donate any of it right now. Mass holsters. No. Let's just sell this. Go get our shit. All right. Dylan. Okay. That's right. This a side mission from someone downstairs as well. I'm not sure which is what. I'm just picking them all up. I know one of them is it, or I'm fairly certain one of them is it. Gotta get this, and then there's also a human for the base. Oh, the Dark Zone officer. I will not be going into the Dark Zone, so don't get excited. I'll open it because they make really good fast travel destinations, but I will not be going into the Dark Zone. Sorry. And you can call me whatever name you want. I'm still not going in the Dark Zone. All right. It's just not my thing. It's, some people like it. I don't like it. See, there's the one we want. The Department of Justice side mission. Let's go get it done. I want those 10 extra rounds per magazine. Assuming I live long enough to use them. Stuck on terrain. All right. If you're paying attention to the items I'm picking up, you'll notice I was not kidding when I said the loot pool is small. I actually said it was low, but what I meant to say is that the loot pool is very small at this level. And until mid-teens, it opens up a little bit, but until mid-20s, it doesn't really get it that interesting. At mid-20s, it starts to get interesting. But at this level... yeah, you're lucky to get anything you actually enjoy using or is effective. All those sorts of positive words. You're lucky to see anything good. We'll just put it that way. Very concise. You're lucky to see anything good. Now, there is a cache up here. Am I just... oh, no, there's not a cache. There's a painting. I thought there was a cache up here, but I guess it's just chests. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's just go do the mission. Get distracted by loot. Because there's loot everywhere. There's even loot in this elevator. There's always loot here, but a little fun fact, if you find an elevator where the button is flickering like that, you should be able to open it and there should be loot inside. They do that on purpose. Cool. Holster upgrade, and I can turn that holster in. Bam. All right, 3 activities and I'll be done with that project. Let's go. All right. Got one. Now, this side mission, I've done this so many times, and it's still not easy every single time. What I like to do... kill this guy eventually and then go up the ropes and hide up in the little perch up here, because otherwise you got to deal with a bunch of bullshit. And And at least if you're up here, you got a good vantage point to deal with it. But the game will send a couple waves at me. And then I will have to run some errands to get the events to continue. So, have those seeker mines out. Alright, got him. Awesome. Alright. So now, I gotta go down into the little tunnel. I gotta open the door. I gotta open the garage. Gotta get explosives. Like I said, it's running errands. It is some of the most tedious tasking. But it does give an opportunity for my Seeker Mine cooldown to come back up, so that's nice. Because there will be more enemies in here. And they know I'm coming. Yes, the FAMAS is really high rate of fire. It's a pretty steady gun though, so it's not that bad. But it's a lot like using a submachine gun. It just shoots really, really fast. So it takes a lot of getting used to. I prefer the slightly lower RPMs of like the G36. All right, that's one of our C4s. Where's the other one? Maybe it's in the next room. Collecting the C4s, I don't mind telling you, is tedious. I ought to write an angry letter. There we go. It was right at the beginning. I totally walked right past it. Okay. It does give you the dot. It does guide you. Thankfully, the game does that. It's not always accurate. Sometimes it messes up or is weird or, wants you to go through things that you can't get through, but at least it exists. At least they thought that far. All right. Just being cautious. I know where the enemies are in this mission. Like I said, I've done this a few times. But I don't always try and rush through everything. Oh, they don't even see me. They got no idea what's about to happen. Cool. All right. Just have to grab the C4s. There's one right here. C4 charges, not C4s. And there's the final one. All right. Now I have to plant those explosives. And as I plant those explosives, waves of enemies will spawn. So this is going to take a few minutes. I do believe there's a minigun in this room as well, so yet another thing to watch out for. Oh, and there's I'm glad I came up here. There's a heavy grenader. There we go. Say goodnight. All right. Who's left? He killed my drone. So cruel. All right. I can't even see that guy. I know you're over there. I can't see you though. There he is. Okay. More explosives to go, and there will be, or there should be, more waves. The game knows this is a valuable mod, so it makes sure that you have to put in the effort to get it. Which I don't mind, because I'm going to be using this for quite a while. Pretty much going to use it on every 5.56 gun that I use, which are most assault rifles. Alright, I didn't get any more waves, that's fine. Where's the last one? I'm right next to it. That's where I thought it was. Perfect. And we're out of here. Excellent. Oh, we're like a hair just below level 9. You know what I can do is feed a control point and get that little bit of XP. Not that I really need it. Maybe we'll craft something or check the vendors once we go back to the base, because we have to craft that extended magazine mod. We don't get the mod. We get the blueprint for the mod that we have to go craft. Oh, hey, Lacey's rating. Thank you, Lacey. I'm trying to shoot better today. Shoot better than last time. I've been too focused on not dying. I barely looked at the chat, so that's my fault. Let's see. Did that give us anything? Tiny amount of XP. 58 XP. Wow. Wow. We're a handful of XP away from level 9. Should I just walk down the street and kill something random? I guess I probably oughta. Let's see if we can find some random mobs. I want to get the level before we head back to the base. I'm gonna have to get some kind of chat overlay mod from my OBS so it's easier to see, because it's way in the opposite corner of the screen from where I'm usually looking. We'll figure that out. That is a project for another day. Because right now, I really got to try not to die. Look at all that red on my minimap. Look at that. Look at that. They're everywhere. Seriously, I am a handful of XP away from the next level. Oh, I don't want this side mission. Side missions give you 1/3 of your XP bar, and I don't want that right now. I just need a tiny amount. Teeny tiny. What some might call eensy weensy amount of XP. I prefer the word a pittance of XP. It's just one of those words I like to use. Ooh, hello. Not enough. Not enough. Still going. At this point, it feels like I'm just stalling or wasting time, but it is more of an advantage if you can, get your level and then gear up. Either get loot or buy stuff at vendors with your at your new level. Oh, trash ninjas! Trash ninjas! What are you gonna do? Yeah, you can't do shit. All right. Finally. So much effort. Cool. All right, level 9. Let us jump back to the base. We got a skill unlock. We got 2 shade tech to spend. Probably got to talk to Manny about something or other. Wild. All right. Talk to me, Coop. What should we go for? I guess we ought to get the Revive Hive just in case. I'm sure I'll use it eventually. Excuse me. Get more carrying capacity. All right. Dark Zone Officer and Clan available. I just want to get those warnings off my screen, so I'm going to go chat with those folks before I continue on.
Hello again. If you're looking to join up with other experts, I'm here to help. I'd like to clarify something.
Let's see.
Hatch Green Chili Double is not the same as the Whataburger Chili Cheeseburger. The Hatch Green Chili Double has Hatch Green chilies, melty cheese, and it's an all-time favorite.
Dark Zone Officer is over here. There you are.
And is available for a limited time. One has chilies, the other has chili. I got it. I just want to make sure no one else mixes it up. The Whataburger Hatch Green Chili Double and the Whataburger Chili Cheeseburger. Just like you like it.
All right. Well, I guess that counts as talking to her. Oh, now she starts talking. Not interested, lady. You can keep your Dark Zone. Where is my crafting bench? It's over here. Oop. There we go. That's the button I was looking for. All right. Light extended 5.56 mag plus 10 rounds. Get. Thank you very much. All right. That's a pretty big milestone there. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. All right. Let's take a look at what we got out of the cache, and we'll take a look at vendors and go from there. Jack and shit. Am I ever going to get a pair of knee pads that aren't Sokolov that are worth putting on? That's a real question. Real question. Someday, I will get a pair of knee pads that I actually want. All right. Vendors, how you doing, vendor guy? What's up? AK. That's tempting. Backpack is tempting. I do not need a chest piece, but that backpack is tempting. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to skip the AK. Oop. There we go. So that puts me at skill tier 2. Excellent, excellent. Gonna check the clan vendor as well, just in case he has anything worth buying. Ooh, P416. That's not a bad idea. And it's specialized. You know what? I have the money. I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy it. It's fine. It is fine. Now, one unfortunate thing about this game is every time you get a new weapon, you have got to put your mods on it all over again, which normally isn't a big deal unless you're going through weapons rapidly as you're leveling up. Then it gets kind of annoying. But we're good now. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get this chat stuff under control. The way I have it docked in OBS, it's way the hell over there. And it doesn't even have a timestamp or anything when stuff happens. So, note to self, I guess. Chat overlay, timestamps. Why didn't I think of that before? All right. So we're doing fine. What's next? So next, typically want to grab this side mission and actually grab these caches. Go on like a little cache hunt and end up finishing off this side mission because this gives us the stability angled grip. So let's start with that. Gonna go on a little quest for caches, which will be obviously will go toward the project for this neighborhood. Now, actually, I don't need to be marking that way over there. I'm not that badass. I don't know this map that well. You know, stuff does appear when you get kind of close to it. But check that out. 41 bullets in the magazine. What? Amazing. Whoa, hello. Those guys hadn't fully spawned in yet. That was incredibly dangerous. Thanks, game. Love you too. All right, this cache is down inside this little area, and the GPS wants me to walk all the way around, but to hell with that. We are just going to jump, and here we are. Pretty quick. Get me some crafting materials. I thought there was a chest here, but if there isn't, oh well. And we just jump back up the same way, no problem. And we go for the next one, which is way over there. I had to like panic drop my seeker mines and run for my life there. Sometimes this game does that, and I should have noticed it sooner. Where the enemies technically exist, but they haven't loaded in yet. And they will aggro you even though they don't exist. That's exactly what happened. And, you know, in a different situation, that could have been really deadly. But I made it just fine. But against different enemies, that could have been way scarier. Oh, hello. Thank you, drone. All right, yeah, so this cache is in this little tunnel. Cool. That's 2. Get some special ammo. Bleed bullets, high velocity rounds. We'll go ahead for that one. Looks like the game's going to start throwing some inclement weather at me, which is fine. It's actually nicer when the game has more weather, when it's, you know, hurricane season essentially. Just like in the first game, it was cooler when it snowed and actually did stuff with the weather effects. In this game, it's pretty debilitating, though. It's definitely hard to see stuff. Oh, look. Another one where I have to go down in a little area down here. No problem. All right. And then the fourth one will be right by where we're heading. Right where that side mission is. Or I'll just grab that one along the way. What the hell? Technically, might be faster to run from there. But what the hell? We'll just run, go back out the same way we came in, and hoof it. Hoofing it. Oh boy. What's up, guys? It is frightening when those guys shoot at you. It is frightening. Ooh, look at that. That is a good color of loot. Ooh. Cool. Finally get to replace my gray mask after all this time. Even though it's a Badger Tough mask. That was an interesting drop. Game thinks I want to do the side mission. I'm sorry, that's not happening right now. This neighborhood is actually pretty interesting. There's just shitloads of crafting materials here. To the point where there's so many that to the point where way back in the day, before they updated the game to be a little less stingy about dropping crafting materials, you used to have to run through this neighborhood collecting them so you could do crafting related stuff once a day. Because again, chests respawn once per day, and that includes the crafting materials chests, or little boxes, or whatever you want to call them. Containers, whatever you want to call them. All right, we got to grab this cache, and it is underground. I know there's a way to get down there. I just don't remember which direction it's in. There is a little rope or something that leads down there. But you know what? I don't have the patience for this right now, so I'm just going to head to the other one. Because I know where that one is. There is just a hole with a rope that you lower down to go get that other one. It's fine. I'll get it later. It's fine. I don't need it. This is just to satisfy the conditions of the project. I don't really need any more Shade Tech at all. Because I don't need other skill variants to unlock. I have all the skills I probably need to finish at least the level 30 part of the game. And I have all the perks I really care that much about, except for a full inventory upgrade. So getting Shade Tech is purely for satisfying the conditions of projects at this point. Because once you unlock all the perks, it's 5 Shade Tech per skill variant that you want to unlock. So you eventually get them all if you want by collecting all the caches in DC, which really isn't that many. The same thing happens in New York. If you get the expansion, when you get to New York, there's more caches to collect. And it's great. All right. So this side mission will give me the stability grip. Of course, there's enemies standing near it. Can't just deal with the side mission. I got to deal with all these guys. Waste my seeker mine. So now it's on. Oh, it uncooldowned it for me. Thanks, game. I didn't even know it was going to do that. That's very helpful. This side mission's pretty interesting. This has to do with the water supply, so we essentially have to go turn the water supply on. But for some reason, the valves for the water supply are on the roof of the Museum of Native Peoples. I don't get how that goes together, but that's what we're dealing with. There's just happens to be a bunch of stuff inside this building. I'm also stalling to give my cooldown more time to come back up, because as soon as I get upstairs... Yeah, another skill tier. Sweet. As soon as I get upstairs, there'll be more stuff to kill. So now I have 3 skill tiers, and the enemy should be very afraid of my Seeker Mines. Because they are going to hit, like, several trucks. Didn't hit a damn thing. Oh, I hit one guy. Awesome. Headshot City for a minute there. Got him in the kneecap. Whatever works. All right. Get to the rooftop after doing this exercise. Cool. I don't know if that classifies as a puzzle, but yeah. What, you didn't know there was a guy coming down the stairs? I did. All right. Now we got to fight enemies on this rooftop and open up the valves. Somewhat at the same time, but at our own pace, at least. First valve is all the way over there. Once I get over there and turn this valve, they're going to spawn from where I came in. So I'll have to defend and then turn one more valve, and then I should be done. It's always great when you can hit an enemy who's about to throw a grenade, and instead of throwing it, they drop it at their own feet, and it blows them up. So much fun. Awesome. All right, just have to turn on this other valve, and we are done with this side mission. And I guess we have water. Water exists now. All right. Unfortunately, you know, if the game's going to be this silent, I honestly wonder if instead of my background lo-fi, if I just go play this game's soundtrack in Spotify or whatever app, if that would be better. Something to look into for next time. I'll make a list. I'll make a list, but not right now. Right now we're busy. All right. Let us... Well, I guess we ought to grab this. A double barrel shotgun. Man, if I could think of a more useless weapon in this game, I don't know what it would be. Oh, we don't get out that way. We gotta get out some other way. How the hell do we get out of here? There we go. I was trying to grab the rope. The game was like, no, man, that's not the rope. It's this other rope. See, the GPS line wants me to go back and around, and that's not happening. Jerk. Try and shoot me. I'll show you who's shooting whom. Wait. All right. Just going to grab the cash because I'm over here and there's not very many reasons for me to be this far east on the map. So I'm just grabbing it while I'm over here. No real reason. If I can even get to it. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Gotcha. All right. Okay. What is that activity? That is not even in this neighborhood. I don't want to mess with that. All right. So that's going to be our next thing. We got to do the Air and Space Museum. So hell with it. Why don't we just do that? I guess we ought to go get our stability magazine, huh? I guess we ought to go craft that. I gotta take 2 drinks since I've fast traveled twice. I don't want to take 2 drinks. My tea's gone cold. All right.
You need to craft something?
Now, instead of a meager amount of crit damage that doesn't do me any good, now I have some stability on both guns. Check our loot.
What a treat. Oh, no, I didn't mean. Okay, fine, I'll cut the treats. When you want to get rid of pet
And might as well check our projects while we're just standing here. Cool. Got that project done, and we just have to complete 2 more activities, which will just come from just playing the game. So we'll turn that project in when we go back to the theater next. But for now, we're just going to go do the mission. Now, the Air and Space Museum is actually one of my favorites as far as cool stuff in it. So I'm not going to be going extremely fast through this. I kind of went a little bit fast through the American History Museum. Even though it is a cool mission, it's not one of my favorites. But Air and Space is quite cool. But I like space stuff. So not everybody does, but whatever. All right, so not going to match make. Just going to jump right in. Oh, yeah. The defector who lets me in totally stabs someone to do it, which is cool. Now here, at least on the higher difficulties, you got to start watching out for the enemies who have the rockets, the RPGs more or less. And they might be snipers here, but they might be rocket guys. Nope, they're just snipers. Cool. Either way, cool. I don't need to take a rocket to the face. Those things hurt a lot. Okay. Whoa. Felt some sort of explosion. Does that mean... Alright, we're good. Whatever explosion that was, it wasn't me. So we're accessing the building through the parking garage. There will be enemies that spawn on either side of this room. Alright. So the True Sons are using this as some kind of forward base or whatever, doing their thing. And there's their plans of how they're going to do stuff. Oh, I got an MG5. It's not necessarily better than the Stoner, but it is a fun gun to use. It is... it's kind of the FAMAS equivalent of an LMG. The problem with it, though, is it's still got a 4.5 second reload time. Way, way back in the first original version of this game before Title Update 7, the exotic of the quick draw holster, the ability on it allowed you to switch to your pistol, and that would automatically reload both of your main weapons. So I have an old video on my YouTube channel that shows this mechanic, but you could essentially empty 2 MG5s in like 3 or 4 seconds. They shoot really fast. And then switch to your pistol and switch back, and your guns would be full again. And that was hugely fun if you were playing, a build that complemented that and was, good for machine gun damage and whatnot. that used to be a combination that worked really well. Of course, they changed that exotic when they updated the game, and it's never really occurred to me to get it over again since, because it doesn't do that really cool thing that it used to do, which is fine. They're allowed to change the game, I guess. That's not a huge deal. Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot deal with a 4.5 second load time, reload time. That's not going to work for me. Alright, took care of him. Cool. Alright, so this is True Sun's workshop. They're like building weapons here. You gotta kill their workshop, and then they'll send reinforcements to kill you. Awesome. All right. As long as I can get the medics quickly, then that's good. That's great, because medics, again, I know I've said this before, but medics raise enemies from the dead, and that is one of the worst things that can happen in this game, because it just makes everything take longer. Nobody wants that. Fast equals good. Fast plus survive equals good. All right, I'm actually going to switch back to my turret for a while, because I like the turret. And well, you know what? I'll switch off this. So this next room has some cool stuff. It's the planetarium. So it essentially has a big broadcast, or not a broadcast. Yeah, that is the word I'm looking for. Projector. That's the right word. It has a big projector in the center, which is actually where I'm going to place my turret. But if you look at the walls and stuff, you know, you'll get a nice little presentation. So we're going to switch back to Seeker Mines. We're going to do Seeker Mine turret for a little bit. So check this out. Is this cool or what? Cool stuff. Okay. All right. Excellent. Oh, we got another wave. Excellent. So yeah, this room's pretty cool. Next room is also cool. You're going to get to watch the space shuttle crush a dude. Covert SRS, definitely one of my least favorite guns. It's one of those bolt action sniper rifles. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. It's not as bad as the M16A2, which is the absolute worst gun in this game. I don't even know why it exists, but hit that on accident. So prepare to watch a dude get crushed, because this room is pretty cool and it's going to go by really fast. Just kidding. Maybe he didn't get crushed. I thought this whole time. You know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe instead of getting crushed, he just gets obscured from view. Which, you know, could be the same thing. Usually there's way more enemies in this room. Thankfully, this is story mode. Collectible over there that I'm not going to worry about. And we are on Mars now. This room is cool as hell.
Evidenced by these images. At one point, more than 3 billion years ago,
Get 'em.
ranging from solid to
Our enemies are going to come out of that door eventually. Good job, turret. Damn. Look at that. Turret barely lost any HP. Tough little bastard. I guess no enemies come out of the door because, hey, story mode. All right. Let's get some ammo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get some ammo. Not open the door. Get some ammo first. Now we can open the door. Because we got to sneak over here. Grab this chest before they kill us. Before they kill us. Preferably. Oh, man. Elite sniper. Messing my whole day up. Very uncool. Alright. Now, instead of just going, I know where the enemies are going to spawn next, so I'm going to throw my turret in a useful place, which will be right there. Usually I throw my hive over there if I have a hive, because you can throw it that far. Is that an armor kit? Because I need one of those. Nope. Grenade. I'll take it. That's fine. Alright, so in this part, I have to scan 3 things while enemies are spawning. I'm just going to scan them. Shoot stuff while I can, when I can. What essentially is happening is the True Sons are using this Air and Space Museum to assemble missiles that they can fire on the settlements because they are pieces of shit and they want to kill civilians because they're evil. That's what bad guys do. Oh, shooting. He's shooting me through the tiny little window of room that he has. All right, buddy. There you go. How about that? Take that. I don't even think my turret can hit these guys where it is. That's probably why they're hiding where they are, in fact. Got him. All right, we're good. One more room, and then we're done with this mission. Designation LMR. All right, so we're destroying the missile, and we've taken over their little workshop. So they cannot create, they can't manufacture more missiles. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help the story because they end up using missiles on one of the settlements anyway. But that's okay. Alright, so for this room, where the lunar lander and stuff is, pretty cool. I like to throw my turret on the forklift so that it can actually hit stuff. And Machine Gun Kelly is coming at us. Look at him run. The game is like, will you please use an armor kit? You're making me nervous. No, I will not. I mean, I will use one when I deem it appropriate. And I have obviously died almost once during this session. So I probably should be a little more liberal with my use of med kits. Armor kits, whatever you want to call them. I call them med kits because that's what they're called in the first game. That's why I call a lot of things what they're called. Or that's why you know what I mean. Level 10. Look at that. New missions. Oh, and all right. Classified assignments. Don't care about those. All right. So it wants me to drop in at the castle and see what those guys are up to, which I will do before I head back to the base of operations. But I'm not going to run all that way. I'm going to fast travel part of it because I'm a little bit lazy. When it comes to that sort of thing. Okay. We are doing great. We are level 10. We are 1/3 of the way to 30. That's exciting. We are moving right along. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trash ninjas. No problem. Now, some people differ in what they call those non-faction enemies. Some people call them trash ninjas. Some people call them trash Vikings. Some people call them something else. There's a raccoon. What's up, raccoon? So, you know, you can call them whatever you want. There's an eagle. Check that out. A lot of wildlife in this game. You don't interact much with... I mean, you can shoot it, but you don't really interact much with it otherwise. And here's the castle where a bunch of rockets were just shot at the settlement. And now everybody here, except for a handful of people, are dead. So, yeah. Not only is everybody dead, but no one can now live here because of the poison that they shot in the rockets. And that's, you know, there's some story shit. You can look it up. Or, you know, play the damn game yourself. Story shit. Now, one thing you may not know about is there is a downstairs portion to this area and no, I'm not going to take over the choke. Oh, that's a level. Let's see, 11. No, no. I'm killing this guy because he'll drop something. There we go. I hope that he didn't drop something level 11. Oh, another MG5. Cool. I'm not taking the control point. I'm not worried about that. So down here There's actually a little area, Manning Institute apparently. There's some loot. Sometimes the snitch dude appears down here. There's some other stuff you can grab down here. But if you don't know that it's here, you may not find it. Sometimes the gun runner, whatever her name is, Cassie, what's her name? She's down here. Oh, yeah, this is where you get one of the hidden side missions. Awesome. I love hidden side missions. All right. Museum stuff. So next mission will be Jefferson Plaza at around level 12. Obviously, there's a bunch of stuff that I can do. In the meantime, there's a whole other settlement to get to eventually. But yeah, they want me to be level 15 before I head into there. I just happened to have wandered into this neighborhood as I was doing my loot route stuff at the very beginning, and then again at the start of this session when I went to go get more loot. So let's go turn in our project. We'll grab our other base helper person. Not sure how much more I'm going to do tonight. Might try to get to level 11. We'll see. Let's do some housekeeping tasks, and we'll see where we end up. So I got the blueprint for the USC, but that is a gun I don't care about, so not going to use it. Get to donate some stuff. Donate backpacks. I do have 3 of those. Complete activities. Polycarbonate. I only have 2 pairs of gloves, but you are welcome to them. Complete activities. Steel. Chest armor. And complete activities. Awesome. Yeah, so we can get a chunk of XP just from doing a whole string of activities. We need a few more in East Mall, Federal Triangle, and Southwest. So if we do, we need to do 2 East Malls. We need to restock a control point. There's a bunch of stuff we can do for some XPs. But we are almost halfway to 11. Maybe we don't need to get all the way there. We've done quite a bit today. Let's double check our loot. We got an MG5 with a talent, with Optimist, which is actually not the worst talent in the world. So this gun is purple. It's superior. It's our first purple. We got it off of killing that Grenader guy. So the way the loot goes, gray, green, blue, purple, yellow, red. Red / mint green, because that's the gear set / exotic. So purple means we're getting pretty far into the loot quality. That's good news. Purple items are great. You know, the next step above purple is high end, and once you get high end, then you can start using gear mods, and then the game really starts to open up a bit, not because of gear mods, but high end. There's more items in the high end loot pool than there are in, gray, green, blue, purple. So once you really get to that point, you start getting a whole bunch of stuff. Let's switch to that, even though it's not that much better. How's our holster doing? It's the same holster. That's fine. Not going to worry about either of those. Cool. All right. I'm going to switch back to drone. sell all of our trash. We have apparently someone. Oh, the guy for the shooting range. We can get the shooting range going. Charles
Name's Charles Douglas.
Douglas.
They've set up in the basement of the White House.
All right. Sounds like he belongs in a Bond film. Cool. What else? Oh, we gotta go talk to Boss Lady. Meet with Odessa Sawyer so she can tell me how good of a job I didn't do and lament that the castle is completely destroyed. Give me another side mission. That's good news. All right. Starting to fill out the map here. We got it almost halfway filled out. Need to go grab the Liberty's Call safe house, which we probably just ought to do right now. And then probably call it for the day, because that's quite a bit of progress. Going to be almost level 11. If we run into any activities, we probably should just do them. For our I hear propaganda. Uh-oh. We might hit level 11 after all. Excellent. This is perfect. Wow. All right. Get him. Cool. Okay. Same as before, but typically with this propaganda broadcast, they spawn out of this area over there. Gotta go all the way over and grab the key. Okay. Turn the key, get another wave. I already don't like this. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I got a little worried because there was red on the map. Oh, you can see them up there now. I was worried they were going to surround me. Got a project. And we're just going to run away from those enemies because as soon as we get out of combat, it'll restore my armor. And we don't have far to go, so... Yep, there we go. Awesome. Thanks, drone. Telling you, that's the beauty of the skill tier. At low levels, skill tiers just make a huge difference. Huge. I mean, they make a big difference at end game and high level too, but I talked about it in the last session. The stats at this low level, the increases you get from stats at this level are minuscule. 1% weapon damage, 1% crit hit chance. That's just jack shit in the grand scheme of things. But with skill tier, that improves your skills in multiple ways. Both of your skills. So it's drastically different than just giving you a tiny percentage increase of one stat. It is much more powerful than just that. All right. And safe house. Get that. Grab that. All right. What are we missing? One more activity. Well, we don't want to do these. These are going to be current level. Let's try and find something easier. Now, if we do that, we'll trigger the control point. We don't want to do that. There's a propaganda right there. Perfect. We actually did that propaganda broadcast in our last session when we took this control point. Hopefully it sticks around long enough for me to actually get over there to do it. Because sometimes the activities will disappear because they're only available for a certain amount of time and then they disappear and spawn somewhere else, I guess. Another one of those things that gives you the impression that the world is reacting to your actions. But we got a world boss here. Oh boy. Not a huge fan of outcasts. These guys are incredibly dangerous. But I do like killing world bosses. World bosses give you loot. So world boss is a randomly spawning named enemy with an entourage of dudes. And there are just certain areas where they will spawn. And there you go. Bam. Got a police M4. Not going to switch to it, but I got one. That should have been a headshot, but it's fine. That's the key. All right. One more wave and we should be done. And then we can head back to the theater, hopefully turn these in and maybe get a level. We'll see. It might not be enough. It might not be enough XP. Which is fine. I don't mind. Hit the machine, and we're done. Boom. body armor system. All right. All right, cross your fingers. That's what, 10,000 X, 9,000 XP? Probably not enough. Almost. All right, that's cool. That puts us within striking distance. Kind of puts us where we left off last time when we were almost to level 7. But now we're almost to level 11. So, considerable progress. Only one close call. One very close call. Definitely almost bled to death in the American History Museum. That was really scary. I'm going to have to clip that. But I think that'll be it for this session. So, we did a good job. So, yeah, thanks for watching. And hope you come back next time.